Okay, let's take apart a Makarov. Finger straighten off the trigger. Point in a safe direction. Let's make sure she's not loaded. Okay. Trigger guard down. Gun cocked, straight back, and off. We'll skip the slide part. We've seen that before. Okay. The grips off. Straight back. Spring retainer comes down. This is the spring. Take that off. Okay. Key to taking this gun apart is the spring that holds down the slide lock. And we'll use a special tool called a screwdriver, and we just pop that baby loose like so, and that'll help us take everything apart. Rotate the sear forward and it comes right out. These guns have the pins built into the part. Most guns have pins that go through the frame and through the parts. The Russian gun is different. It has a part of the end of the pin is cut on the part, and the hole in the frame is open in one section, which makes it easier to just pull the part out. With the hammer, it's the same thing. You rotate it to the right angle, pops right out. This is the transfer bar. Trigger hangs on this end. This goes to the hammer. Trigger comes out just like that. Put it back together. Make sure the transfer bar goes into the hole in the trigger, not just into the slot. See the slot? I'm going to make sure it's in there, or it'll cause us grief later. Okay. Now we want to get the hammer in before we can get the other parts in. Alright, let's see. Put the hammer in. Just like it came out. That went in pretty easy. Slide lock. Sear. Sear has to point forward. That'll help you get it in there. And after it's in, you have to rotate it back. It might be a little drag, but that's okay. Alright. That went pretty good. Okay. Now, the part of the transfer bar that dangled down has a slot cut in it. And that's what we want to line up the small finger on the spring with. Just get it in there. Should line everything up pretty good. It can be a little tricky getting this spring in. I won't kid you around on that one. But I think you got it. You can try it. It don't feel right. Let's try it again. No big deal. If a Russian soldier can do it, I can do it. You know, putting these guns together, it's kind of a confidence builder. And the more you do it, the easier it is. Okay. Looks pretty good. Alright, got to get the spring that holds the sear tension. Got to get that snapped around there. That wasn't very hard. Now, disconnect. The transfer bar comes back, moves the hammer. It's got a disconnect built into it where the transfer bar slides around left and right. There we go. When you fire the gun, the part of the transfer bar that pushes on the sear to release the hammer, when the slide comes back, it rotates, kind of moves out to the right side, so that when you're pulling the trigger, it disconnects any function of the sear. And so after you shoot it and you let off the trigger enough, it pops back. Let's see if you can see that. You want to let go of the trigger, moving looser, 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 pops back. Now I can shoot the gun again. Okay. Well, let's put her back together before I run out of batteries in my camera. Tighten this screw down. And the grips, not too tight, don't want to crack the grips. You've seen before how the safety and firing pin come apart. String goes on one way. Make sure that's down. There you go. One Makarov pistol, detailed strip, put back together.